Well, it's wonderful to be back. And the most interesting thing is, last time when I came, I had just retired as the Director General of Doordarshan. So I represented media. My old friends, Vinod Dua, and many other people from media were here. And we were discussing how media was fast changing, how social media was taking over. And the discussion was whether there should be any regulatory authority or not. I was part of the regulatory body at that point of time after retirement, and I spoke about the self-regulation and other things. The interesting thing is, this time I have been invited representing the social media. I have become a so-called influencer. I am on Instagram and I write on Indian Handloom, and I write on Saree, which I am so proud of. All my life I have draped sarees, so I write about it, that this is a garment which should be saved and which should be protected, because it gives employment to millions of weavers. And every state has different kind of weave, and it needs to be protected, and this cannot die. This is an uniform which cannot die. It's a power dressing. For all my official meetings, international conferences, I always wore sarees, and I never felt that I looked any less smarter than people who were in business suits. So, interestingly, I'm going to talk about saree tomorrow. I'm going to talk about the handloom tomorrow. And I was always a communicator. First, I was with the traditional media. I worked with Doordarshan, I worked with All India Radio, and now I'm communicating through the new media. And I'm happy we are talking about new media, which has rampantly taken over everything, and the traditional media is really, really threatened today by the new media. See, it's not easy to become influencer. You have to have substance. You need to write or talk about things that will interest primarily the younger people. You will be surprised that most of my followers are not of my age, not of people who've been wearing sarees for 30 years, or I've been wearing sarees for 55 years. But the young bureaucrats, the young people who find the life of a professional woman very challenging, very inspiring. I not only write about weaves, I write about my career, I write about women's issues. I write about my family, my children, how a professional woman can keep a family, can also cook, can also be Director General of Doordarshan, can also write an Instagram post every day. I write almost every day. So there has to be content. You don't become an influencer overnight, and my account is a private account, yet it has a huge following. So imagine those who have public accounts. If they have public account and if they have content, no one can stop them from becoming influencers, because youngsters are looking forward to listen from people something interesting, something new, something challenging. So you have to write about those things, and I'm sure you can become an influencer. When I started writing, I was only sharing. I wanted to share. I wasn't aspiring to become an influencer, but people now call me an influencer. So I am an influencer now. Media has changed drastically. Media has drastically changed, and change is the constant thing. We need not fear the change. I don't feel bad, or I don't moan that the traditional media has gone back or is in the backdrop. It's all over the world. Not only traditional media, the public broadcasting. Everything has been challenged by the new media. The new media is the thing of present. You are a content creator. I am a content creator. Long back in a conference in Romania, when we discussed that a time will come when every one of us will be a content creator because of convergence. Your phone has everything. Everything is in that small little phone today. My girl who worked with me, she used to take my pictures. So one day she said, "Do you follow BTS?" And trust me, I didn't know what BTS was. And she said, "Yeah, I follow BTS to increase my following." Then my children told me it was a Korean band which was hugely popular, and she was working in my house, a young girl of 20 years old. She was on Instagram. Everyone is on social media today. It's free media, it's new media, and nothing to be scared of, and we should rise up to it. We should try to see, but I still feel there should be some sort of self-regulation on the new media also. Without self-regulation, then sometimes it becomes harmful. It becomes, it will also, a time will come, die its own death. But as long as it is here, if there is more sense into it, then people can benefit out of it. We can also use it for social change. Sometimes the major part of it becomes riffraff. But if the entire social media can be used for social change also, then it becomes meaningful. You can't help it, so many years back, let's say, it must be around 62 or something, there was only All India Radio. And I was so addicted to it. I used to listen to it 24 hours literally while doing my studies. So my father was an engineer, and I would be standing in my living room on a stool and listening, because एक रेडियो होता था, वो इतना precious होता था कि वो सबसे ऊपर वाले shelf पे रखा जाता था. So I would be standing, guests would come, I wouldn't buzz from there. So my father made 2 speakers and gave me in my room. Nobody knew I would be heading Doordarshan one day. My parents were very worried for me that I was addicted. So people will always be addicted to media. Media is entertainment, media is education, media is information. How can you keep your children away from that? You can't.